episode of Backpack Bushcraft. It is Wednesday, and that means it's time for another GearGab. So, if you haven't been following along, you need to check out Lone Woodsman. I'm going to have his name right here. He's going to be in the description. He's also going to be the pinned comment. You need to check out Lone Woodsman's page, or you won't understand where I'm getting these ideas from. So, please, before you watch this video, if you already have it, go check out his vintage item that he gabbed about last week, earlier this week. I can't remember exactly when. It was an awesome video, and trust me, you will definitely be happy you did. At the end of the video, he showed me a gear that he uses to keep himself protected in the wilderness from a human element. It was, I believe, just a revolver. If I had to guess, probably 38. And he asked me what did I take for my personal protection in the woods. Now, I'll go ahead and say this to begin with, because I don't want people getting mad about it. When I go camping, I don't worry about animals messing with me. You know, I'm not unprepared for that. That happening. It's just not what usually got me worried about being in the woods. It is more of a human element. And when I do pack something, I pack something that will protect me against, like I said, humans. For most animals, again, I'm not too worried about it. Typically, an animal, if you leave it alone, it'll leave you alone. And the worst I have to deal with is probably a black bear. And I've only ever seen one in my entire life. So, that being said, what I carry for most occasions is just this. It is a 22 Heritage Rough Rider single action pistol. It's got it's got 6 cylinder in it, and it just shoots 22. It can shoot 22 mag, but I only use the 22 in it. 22 long rifle. I can't actually shoot it right now because I'm not in a good place to shoot it. I'm having to film this late, and it's actually snowing right now, so I'm not going to be out here too long. But still, it's a great gun, and the reason I went with the single action revolver as opposed to some type of semi-automatic, like a 1911 or something along those lines, is I prefer a wheel gun because they're reliable. They're very hard to jam up, and again, that reliability is what I'm looking for. I went with single action over double action, more or less because I like single actions. I like to be able to control my hammer better, and I'm actually trained to do that as opposed with the double action. I know you just got to keep pulling that trigger, but with the ease of that, just pull the trigger and it should work, you do have the problem of maybe something won't work. So I like to just go ahead and just work the hammer. It works for me. But yeah, that's my gun. I might include a little footage of me shooting. It's not really the best, but if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. And again, before I go on, I just want to say that a 22 is good for me. 22 puts a bullet hole just the same as any other gun. I do agree that it is not the best for defense, but it is what I have. And that's one of the things about GearGab is I'm not going to go show you something I don't use. I'm showing you what I use. This is what I got. I don't have a lot of money right now to buy a better gun, so there you go. That's what I got. But it will get the job done. So now it's time for me to introduce an item to Lone Woodsman. Lone Woodsman, if you have a chance, I would like to see what you carry that you learned that you should carry the hard way, if that makes sense. I'll tell the story, and I'm sure you'll understand a lot better. So what these are just some I think cheap leather gloves. I think they're cowhide gloves. I think I even got these at Walmart. These aren't the typical gloves I carry, but these have become my bush gloves. I think I can actually tan these or dye these for make them darker, which is one of the reasons I like these. But I have carried gloves ever since my second or third bush trip where I was outside doing bushcraft stuff. And I still remember what happened was I was watching David Carberry's stuff. I was seeing something he was doing, and I went to go out to emulate it. And I was grabbing something, and there was a weed in the way, and I just grabbed and ripped that weed out, and that was the first time I got hit by stinging nettle. Ever since then, I have had a very strenuous relationship with stinging nettle, being that if I see it, I go to great lengths to get rid of it and not to touch it at all. I don't say it was incredible pain, but it is one of the weirdest feelings I've ever had to be stung by stinging nettle. And because of that scenario, I have always carried gloves since. And as people know, that I have been a Dave Canterbury for years. You know, it's basically all I've ever produced is just the 10C stuff. it was very early on that I realized that the 10Cs were a great base. It's actually a perfect way to make sure that you can get into a place, or you can survive, or you can get back home. It has a lot of merit, but you still should always take a pair of gloves. So again, LW, if you could show me something that you learned that you should always carry the hard way, maybe you had a mistake and then you had to learn how to correct it, anything like that would be awesome. And guys, definitely go check out his channel. Again, I'm going to have his name here. He's going to be in the description, and he'll have a pinned comment. And if you want to see next week's GearGab, you need to make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, Backpack Bushcraft. You also can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Gmail at BPackBushcraft. If you want to, you can check out the website where I post content on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 2 p.m. EST. That website is www.backpackbushcraft.com. And until next time, guys, keep those fires burning and put another log on for me.